Is anyone in science putting it all together? I hear about low sperm count, low testosterone, and high rates of people identifying as trans. Connection? I think there is a connection, but I think it's many more pieces than that.
Yeah.
Right? There's an endocrinological disruption that is happening system-wide. Some of it, now we are supposed to celebrate it when people choose to disrupt their own endocrinological systems. But originally it was presumably unintentional and unintended and was ignored for a long time. And you got to laugh at, Alex Jones for claiming they're turning the frogs gay. And, the estrogens in the water turn out to create hermaphrodites in frogs, not gay frogs, as far as I know, but hermaphrodites in frogs that aren't supposed to be hermaphroditic. And what might be the effects on organisms with genetic sex determination? Could well be similar.
Yep. I would say if you zoom out one layer, you've outlined several things which somebody could put it all together. And I think there are people working in this realm. I don't know, we would have to delve deeper. But if you zoom out, we have a crisis with hypernovelty, and that's the problem. That's the subject of our upcoming book, and we need to start thinking in these terms. We are very adaptable creatures living in an environment for which we are not designed, and that is making us unhealthy on every front. And as soon as we start getting wise about the fact that we are making ourselves socially, physiologically, and psychologically sick, we will get better at not doing it so frequently.
That's right. Because I was just looking at this paper yesterday, I'll just show this paper. Zach? Hayes et al. Published in 2002. Hermaphroditic demasculinized frogs after exposure to the herbicide atrazine at low ecologically relevant doses. This is such a deep, long-standing, diabolical story. And what we don't know is what the effects of many of these herbicides and insecticides are having on us. We increasingly know a lot about the effects they're having on frogs and insects and whole ecosystems. And somehow we imagine that because we are made different, somehow it's this totally religious perspective that we are immune. No, we are not immune. No way.
We are not immune, and by multiple mechanisms. And we do not have the material to show, but the comparison that emerged in this recent week between the propaganda put out by the Russian military and the propaganda being put out by our military was nothing if not striking.
So you need to say something to explain what you're talking about.
Well, there was basically a very sort of traditional masculine military view of, join the Russian army and, be a tough guy kind of stuff. And then the piece that was put up that was juxtaposed to it was
from the U.S. military.
Yeah, was a sort of very feminized girl power kind of approach. Which look, I'm all for women discovering that traditionally masculine stuff may be more appealing to them than they thought and participating in it. But for God's sake, don't feminize your military. That's like an invitation to your enemies,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Yeah. First they feminized the frogs, now they're feminizing the military.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah. Okay. On that note, Maddie says we're out. Our People Wolf says, pay attention to me.
Yep. It is time.
And I think it's time.